So we'll I'll try and do it chronologically. And some of it's old enough for me to forget how much it is. I'll try and do it chronologically, and I'll try and tell you how much it costs. But if I can't remember, I can't remember. I might just make it up. I might just make prices up and whatnot. You won't know any different. So anyway, two months ago was my last video. It probably wasn't long after that there was a swap shop. Fob's swap shop. Also featuring Retro Chef. And he had David Retro Games played badly on. And he showed off his wares, as you do on Swap Shop, unless you're Pete's Nostastic. And there's a couple of bits that took my interest. I think I probably felt more excited about it back then. And now I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with the project that I need to undertake. I'm not sure I've got the skills, but anyway, I'm going to give it a go. In fact, the reason I wanted it was because I know that I haven't got the skills, because you probably can't make that out. But that is the specky that Dana sent me. And for those that don't remember, Dana was a YouTuber. But now he's dying of syphilis. So anyway, I said that I was going to chop it, make a mini specky +2. But I did wonder about my skills, and David Retro Games played badly had an empty case. This very empty case, believe it or not. And so I thought, you know what, that'd be really handy for me, because when I fuck that one up, I've got this one to put all the gubbins back into. That was the plan. Whether I get round to it or not is another matter. And you know, David is such a nice guy. I have chatted to him a couple of times, even though I've not really been a big avid watcher of his channel. And I can see it in the comments. What a comment. I mean, I do watch now, but I wasn't really that much of a watcher. I knew who he was, and in fact, we had talked about things, because he's an F1 fan like me, and we have chatted in the past. But I mean, there's just so many YouTubers, so many people putting their shit on YouTube. That I mean, A, I don't have the time to watch everyone, and B, I get a little bored. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm bored of David playing. Oh, fucking hell, I'm digging myself an hole here, ain't I? But I do get bored of just watching retro gaming pickups. I really do. And it is a small fraction of the things that I watch. I watch 99% of the things that I watch is on YouTube. But I would say probably like 20% is retro gaming. I watch all kinds of other stuff, from people building model aircraft, people making dioramas from scratch, I can't think now, but I mean all sorts. Anyway, I am now David Plays Retro Games Badly's #1 fan. Yeah, probably not #1. Anyway, he also showed off this game, and it was at that point, I think I saw that and I thought, you know what, I'd really like that, like I said, just in case I knob it up. But I thought, even if I don't knob it up, I could probably do the same to that if I do a good job, and then perhaps, you know, let someone else have it. But chances are I will knob it up, and then I've still got a case. But I obviously, you know, living where I live, it was, you know, I knew it was going to be a bit of an expense and whatnot. But then when he showed this off, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna contact him and ask him and see if we can work something out. So I did. I sent him a message and, you know, said I'd be really interested in those. I don't know what it is that I can swap you, but you know, I'd like to work on something. And he was the nicest man in the world, and he just said, look, don't worry about it, I'll send it to you. And he did. He just sent it to me, no deal, just sent it. And when it turned up, it also had that. I won't lie, I've never heard of it, but it is another point and click by the looks of things. I mean, I didn't actually want this to, like, I'm going to put it on my PC and play it. I've got the remastered on Steam. It is one of my favourite games of all time. And I just wanted it physically, just for the shelf, if I'm honest. And, you know, again, I probably won't play this actual copy, but I'll have a look around at some point, and I'll play it. And I probably will as well, because I really do like. Is it a LucasArts? It is a LucasArts. So, and it cost a pretty penny for him to send. You know, not only has he sent me these things that he probably could have got some money for, it cost him just shy of 20 quid. So David, thank you very much. I do very much appreciate that. I do. Love you, man. So, what was next? I'm looking, and I don't know. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I really can't remember. We'll go with this. I can't even remember where I got it from. No, that's a lie. I do. I've just remembered. It's a game shop. It's well, it's not a game. I mean, I suppose it probably started life as a used bookshop, because it's called Fully Hon, and Hon means book. Old book. Fully Hon, Ichiba. Old book marketplace. I don't know. But it's more famous for its games nowadays. But it's still, most stores do have book sections still. Anyway, babbling. I saw this on the junk. They've only just recently started doing this, my local. Having a junk section, you know, like kind of like in hard off, in book off. A junk section, easy for me to say junk section. And it was 100 yen. So I thought, yes, I like Puzzle Bowl. I played. I don't know whether it's called Puzzle Bobble or it had a different name, but it was the same game on the Xbox 360. It was like I don't know if I got it for free. It was either a free download or it was like £1 game or something like that. Yeah, and I played it quite a bit. Really enjoyed it. So, yeah, Puzzle Bobble for the Super Famicom. And then I think it was probably this. I was just browsing Mercari one day, and I really wanted to sort out the Game Boy, playing Game Boy on the TV, because I've got my monitor back off my daughter, and I've hooked her PC up with an old Apple Cinema display. Anyway, and so I wanted to play Game Boy on the TV. So 2 things that I wanted to do was sort out my Super Game Boy for it to play at the right speed. I do have a Super Game Boy 2, which does play at the right speed, but it's boxed and it's minty, and I don't like taking shit out of minty boxes, which is one of the reasons why I don't really want to go down that Nintendo cardboard route. And the other thing was to get back the controller, the Hori controller. I had a few of them at one point. So I was just looking, and I was watching a few and whatnot, and then one came up lower than a loose price boxed. And like, I mean, this is probably happened to everyone, where you see something online, and when it actually arrives, it's in not as good as condition that the picture kind of dictated. What's the word I'm looking for? Begins with D. Depicted. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Obviously it looked better in the pictures, and then when it turned up, it was like, Well, this was like completely opposite. It was a Super Game Boy controller in the box for less than what a loose one goes for. And when it turned up, the box was much better than it was in the pictures. The box is minty. It really is. Apart from the fact that it's got I don't know if that's original or a resell at some point, but it's got a price sticker on it. Yeah, I mean, in terms of like, there's not a dink in it whatsoever. I mean, there's a bit of corner, but yeah, that's nice. And the actual controller as well, it was like brand new. Apart from these buttons, they're slightly yellowed, but other than that, it's lovely. It really is. And I've been playing a ton of this stuff. And I did modify. My Super Game Boy. I'll put a picture in it, baby, of my beautiful modification. Obviously can't see nothing from the outside. And no rattling around. And it's not hot glued in. It's all good. So yeah, that's probably what I've been playing the most. Game Boy on the Super Game Boy, using the Super Game Boy controller. And I'm loving it. So I can't. I know it was off Mercari, but how much did I pay? I'm sure it was probably about 1,000 yen, like £7 for a boxed. It was super cheap. I think the controller's average price is probably 2,000 to 3,000, and I got a boxed one for 1,000. It doesn't have any instructions. I don't know if it ever did. I suppose I'd have to look at some others. Oh, do you know what? I'm full of shit. it has got its instruction. I must have not seen it the first time round. I was convinced that it didn't, but it has. Anyway, so moving on. It was another day at the Furikon Ichiba. I actually, yeah, a bit of a story about this actually, because I actually went to Hard Off and Book Off, and I mean, Hard Off, man, at the minute, my local Hard Off is just, it's shit. It's full of stuff. It's nice to go and see, but the prices are just so whack at the minute. So I don't buy anything. I just can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm just not prepared to pay for it. But I did then go to Book Off afterwards, and I saw a similar game to this. It was basically these Jalico games for the Famicom. They're like in this sort of weird form factor, and they've got these covers that go on. And a few videos ago, I showed you my Maniac Mansion, which I bought and said that I was going to play, and haven't got around to playing yet. But I really wanted the cover because I'm just sad like that. So I wanted a cheap, shitty game with the cover, so I could put it on my Maniac Mansion. But I was in Book Off and I couldn't really find anything else. And this game, it might have been a soccer game or something else. Another cheap, shitty game anyway. And I think it was about 300 to 400 yen. And because I couldn't find anything else, I didn't really want to go to the cash shop and buy it. I'm like that, you know, if there's only one thing that I can find, unless I really want it, I can't even be bothered to go to the cash shop. But plus, it was a little bit high. I was like hoping to find it for 100 yen or something. Anyway, I decided, I had it in my hand as I was looking around, and then I decided to put it back, walk out of the shop, and I was just going to go home. And then I got further up the road, and just because the traffic lights were on red, I thought, fuck it, I'll cross the road. And then because I crossed the road, I thought, well, I'm on that side now to go to Furikon Ichiba. So I went to Furikon Ichiba, and I saw a game, a Jalico game, with the thing, which is what I wanted, for 100 yen. So I was like, well, that's great. I put the game back because it was going to cost me like 300, 400 yen. And I think that was actually more yellowed as well. So it all worked out in the end. So now I've got a cover for my Maniac Mansion. And that, I can just go in the bin. No, actually, I'll save that. I was going to tell you something about these Jalico games, but I will save it because I've got something to show in a minute, and it's kind of linked. So next, just a couple of Game Boy games that I bought off Mercari. As I said, I've always been into the Game Boy, but like right now, I'm really into the Game Boy, if that makes sense. Like, not just collecting it, actually playing it, and albeit on the Super Famicom. So I'm just on a bit of a Game Boy kick, if you like. So I'm just constantly looking at Game Boy games. And I saw this Thunderbirds. Never seen it before. It was in really nice condition, and I think it was 600 yen. It's about £4. I did have a look on YouTube, and it didn't look like it played the best. It was quite text heavy, which it shouldn't be a problem. Because it's not like it's full of kanji. A lot of the Game Boy games that do have kanji, it's almost unreadable because of the pixel density. So it should be fine. It doesn't look too great, but I did then have a look. I did a search for Thunderbirds on Game Boy, and it seems quite uncommon, and 600 yen seemed like a good price. So I went for it. It is good condition. And then another one. This one's called Super Bikuri, man. And a lot of these games, you see a lot of these games with these kind of labels, I've like dismissed in the past, thinking, it just looks like another JRPG. Because there are loads of JRPGs on the Game Boy. And you can kind of like tell from the artwork, or so I thought. But recently, I've just been like copying and pasting the title into YouTube and seeing a bit of gameplay. And to my amazement, like half of them are not JRPGs. It's like a platformer, and it looked really good. It doesn't play that good, but it does look pretty impressive for a Game Boy game. I'll stick some probably in this corner. This corner looks pretty empty. And that was 400 yen. So £3. Yeah, £3 ish. Okay, really nice condition. Got the cups. Okay. So then I had to go to Kobe. No, before I went to Kobe, I've been playing Mario Land on the Game Boy. And I couldn't remember like all like the secret shit, like that like gets you to the top and whatnot. I couldn't remember. I was racking my brain, I couldn't remember, so I thought I'm gonna buy a guidebook. So I had a look at guidebooks, and for Mario Land, I mean they're not rare, but to get a decent copy, good condition, for less than 1,000 yen. I don't know what happened. My camera just, it's not a camera, it's my phone. It just went, no, I want to change the camera from the front facing camera to the rear facing camera and take a picture. I don't know why. It's really bizarre. That's never happened to me before. Anyway, I was talking about this, even though I hadn't shown it, but it's Super Mario Land guidebook, and I bought this online from a company called Surugaya. I think it's Surugaya. I've been to their shops before. I like their shops, but buying online was a bit of an experience. I needed to spend 1,500 yen to get free postage. And this was, I think it was around about 1,000 yen. And it was going to cost like 500 yen postage. So it was a no-brainer to find something for 500 yen. Sorry, what the fuck in hell did I just say? Right, it was 1,500 yen to get free postage. This was 1,000 yen, so I needed to buy something for 500 yen, which was essentially going to be free. Because then I get the free postage. Right. So I did find something, which I'm not going to show because I'm actually going to send it to someone else. To get this book. And I had to pay an online fee. But as I was saying before, to find this in nice condition for that price is well, I just couldn't do it. So even with the stupid knobby online fee, which is, I mean, what's an online fee? But then it took like 3 weeks for them to send it me. It's bullshit. And they kept sending me emails going, oh yeah, we're really sorry, but we've still not shipped you shit. But anyway, it did finally turn up. Came the other day, and it is in really nice condition. So I am happy. And actually, speaking of Surugaya, I was about to say that I had to go to Kobe, and I went to a game shop, and it's an amazing game shop. It really is. It's just a game shop as well. Now I didn't buy anything in there, but downstairs is a Surugaya game shop, and I was just having a look around the junk section. Really, I want to get everything for a bargain. is where I'm at the minute. You know what I mean? I don't want to pay for it. I just want to get it as cheap as possible. Which I know everyone wants to get it cheap as possible, but some people are not patient enough, or their desire to want something is more than their desire to get it for less. Anyway, I had a look around the junk section, and I saw this for 100 yen. FIFA Soccer. Now, I don't normally buy soccer games for the Super Famicom. I have got some, which one is like my favourite soccer game ever. And then I've got the ISS games, which they're not ISS in Japan, but whatever. But I actually bought this from Martin, the guy that lives in the woods, murders people. I forgot his fucking name. Martin. That retro gamer? Is that his name? I think so. Maybe. Anyway, I bought a boxed copy for him, which I then sent to Eddie, and I don't know at the time of making this video whether he's sent that to him or not. I mean, honestly, I don't really give a shit. He can keep it for all I care. But anyway, that was the intention. And obviously, I tested it out, make sure it all worked before I sent it to him, and I really enjoyed it. So when I saw that loose for 100 yen, I bought it. And the only reason I bought it is because like the back was really nice as well. I don't know why, but with Super Famicom games in particular, like the fronts tend to do alright, but the backs go yellow and brown, but it was really nice. So 100 yen. I thought, why not? Why not? And then, while I was in that game shop that I didn't buy anything from, I did see a minty copy of Denture to Go 64. And, hello. And, I was then talking to, Eddie on WhatsApp, saying, oh, I seen a really nice minty copy of Denture to Go 64, but it was nearly 3,000 yen. I don't want to pay 3,000 yen. I did have it, but I had to let it go last year, and I'd like to get it back. And then it's a few days later, I went to book off, and I came across this. And it was Ah, shit, what was the price? I usually try and keep the price with it. Ah, there it is. I do. And it was 861. 891 yen. Yeah, but it was missing the game. It was missing the actual game. But there on the shelf was the game. 264 yen. So just over 1,000 yen. I've now got a complete Densha to go 64, which I'm really, really happy about. Because like I say, I had to sell mine, and I think I sold. No, I did have that and the actual box controller as well, which I sold. My missus sold it. Probably about 6,000 yen. No, I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm very happy to have it back. So next was Marcus, Dad and Lad's Gaming. How did this go? How did this go down? I can't remember. But if you watched his... No. I don't think at the time of making this, he's actually put it on a video. He did make an Instagram post, but I don't think it's been on a video. So I won't say. But basically, he was talking about something, I think. We were having a chat about something. And I said, I'll have a look. I'll have a look for you. And anyway, I sent him a couple of links or pictures or whatever. And he was like, yeah, sweet. Sort me out if you can. He said, I want to wait till payday. And anyway, by the time his payday came round, there was actually an even better one. Well, not necessarily better, but it was a more complete one, should we say. So, anyway, I got it for him and sent it off. And he was like, because I sent him a cable as well a while back. And then obviously doing that, and I think he really wanted to do something in return. So I said, well, if you ever come across, this item again, because I know that he did share it in a video. He came across a controller for Specky. Well, it's not necessarily for the Specky, but it can be used on the Specky. And the colours that he had of it was the one that I had. And I said, if you ever come across one of those again in those colours, feel free to buy and send it me. And in the end, he just went, oh, fuck it, I'll send you that one. So I was like, sweet. And it is a cruiser. And yes, in these garish colours, but that is the one. Not this very one. Well, it could be, who knows. But that's what I had. So I kind of like inherited my older brother's Spectrum 48K. But I don't think it had the joystick with it. It had like the interface to put the joystick in, but no joystick. So I needed to get a joystick, and this is the one that I bought. I'm pretty sure I bought it from Toys R Us. Well, I say I bought it. My mum bought it for me. So yeah, I was just like really happy. And you're probably wondering why there's no cable, and it's because I've gutted it to clean it, and it's just the blue bit around here on the top. It's like gone a bit yellow. You can see in the middle that it's blue, but on the top it's yellowed. Now, I can't get this stick off. I feel like I'm going to break it. So if anyone knows that you can or cannot, let me know. But I've decided against trying to take it off. And I might just put some... I might try and retro bright it. I'm not sure. That's why it's still not been fixed up. Because until I do my speccers anyway, I've got no need for it. So I'm in no rush. So yes, Marcus sent me this, and he also sent me, it was a 4-pack of Cadbury's Boosts, a 4-pack, a multi-pack, 4-pack, but then four of them, and also some hotel chocolate and a caramel and 2 bounties. And surprise, surprise, they're all gone, so I can't show you. But yeah, he asked me what, you know, like, is there anything I want? And I was like, you could send me a Boost. Because I was a bit partial to a Boost. And you can't, I've never seen Boosts in Japan. Like, some things you can buy readily, obviously like Kit Kat, in any shop. Some things you can buy in import shops, but I've never seen a Cadbury's Boost. So, yeah, it was nice to eat a Boost again after a few years. But the fact that I had so many was probably not such a good idea, especially with me being such a fat bastard already. So, yeah. Well chuffed. I didn't realise actually until, I mean I probably did back in the day, I just forgot, but I didn't realise that both these buttons is the same button, because like inside the mechanism, they're connected, and then in the middle is the micro switch. So it doesn't matter which button you press, it knocks the thing that presses the one micro switch. Yeah, I think it obviously just if you're left-handed or right-handed, I guess. So that was that. So thank you very much, Marcus. I've still got a couple of more bits. So, did I even tell you the time that I went to Kobe? Yeah, I did. I showed you the feelings I got, but I actually got another game as well while I was there. And I was actually thinking about this beforehand, that more so with the Famicom, that, and this is what I was kind of referring to earlier about these games. Jalico, a lot of their games came in these kind of cartridges. I don't know if all of them did, but a good percentage of them did. And the interesting thing about them is the boxes that they came in were the same size as the European Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. They're the square boxes. So I thought about having like a subset of these square box games. Like Mania Mansion. But Jalico did do a lot of, you know, soccer games and baseball games, you know, shitty games that I probably really wouldn't want anyway, let alone boxed. So I kind of had it on the back burner a bit. It's like, it took my interest for some reason. I like squares. And, but then I saw, I'm pretty sure it was like Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy. And it was in a square box, just like the European. And it didn't have Game Boy down the side, but it was in the same size box. So then that got me thinking, well, maybe I should try and get a subset of Game Boy games that came in square boxes. Because anyone that knows anything about Japanese Game Boy games is they predominantly came in 2 sizes, but they're rectangle. There's a a small rectangle and a slightly bigger rectangle, both of which are smaller than the square boxes we all know. But there were some games that came in square boxes. Not many, but there were. So I thought, should I try and get them? And then just kind of forgot about it. But when I was in the shop and I picked up that FIFA, I saw this. King of the Ring. Now, as it turns out, I did have this. I think it was a European release. Cart only. I'd never played it before until I bought this. And then I decided to play it. And it's shite. It's an LGN game. But then, so I think so was the original Superstars. And that's fucking amazing. But in Japan, they were made or distributed, whatever, under the Acclaim Japan. Now, I believe Acclaim did buy out LGN, and that may have something to do with it, I don't know. But a lot of Acclaims, there are some other ones that are non-Acclaim that came in square boxes. But a lot of Acclaims from sort of 94, 95 era came in these square boxes. So, should I decide to go for a subset?
Welcome to the subset zone. Get ready.
Square boxes. And I'm still thinking about Famicom square boxes as well. We'll see. So anyway, that is my first square box. It's not my first square box. It's my first Japanese Game Boy square box. And it's a shit game. Right, we're nearly there. So this was just as I said before, I've been looking a lot at Game Boy games. I saw this, which is boxed, and for the most part it's really nice. There's a little nick just there, but other than that it is really nice. And inside it's really nice. The manual's minty. The game is minty. And I'm pretty sure this was like 700 yen. But again, I then looked into it more, and I couldn't even find a loose one for that price, you know, or less. It was, I think, probably double for a loose one. And then I looked at sold listings, and some of the sold listings were going like sold for like 5 times the amount of that. So I thought, fuck it, I'll go for it. And yeah, I bought it. And it's pretty terrible. It's weird. It's a racing game, but you don't actually do the racing. I've not quite worked it out. I did only briefly play it, but yeah, it seems very strange. It's very strange. It's kind of like you set the car up and then you let it race. But yeah, Mac. Oh no, not Mac. I'm talking shit. Maha. Go. I get the feeling that Maha is probably a cartoon. I may be wrong. And they just used the name. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm speculating. And that's it. That is all the pickups for, what are we now? June. So May and June. Which is, I would say it's quite a lot for me. I mean, it's 2 months, but it's still a lot. Like I say, I've really got like the buying bug back a bit, if I'm honest. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying mainly online, if I'm honest. Like going to the shops is a bit depressing because the prices are just so whack. Unless you can scour that junk section and get a bargain. So yeah, that is it. That is my pickups. So I did wanted to do a shout out. It feels a bit stupid doing a shout out when you got so little subs, but this person does, at the time of this video, has less subs than me. I think even in a few weeks they'll have more than me. But I can't remember the name. Oh, I'm such a twat. I should have wrote it down. I should have wrote it down. I will put it on the screen. Maybe even put a little thing of the video. But yeah, I'm a twat and I forgot the name. It's something girly.
I guess. Next one we got is really cool. I can't believe I actually got this really cheap. Normally it goes for quite a bit actually. Every time I've seen it in CX I'm like, but yeah, I've got them on PS2 actually, all of them. And we got Project Zero.
She actually reminds me of Scott Sega Zombie because she's well into her Mega Drive, and she says things like the accent. She says like "sin it," as in like "seen it." I don't know if that's a Suffolk thing or what, but yeah. And she's like into like like Resi Evil and and Scott's into his zombies and whatnot. So there's some similarities. But I think she's on, like I say, the time of making this video, I think she's on less than 100 subs. But she seems pretty cool, and it won't be long. It won't be long before she's eclipsed my 220 subs. So yeah, that's it. I've got nothing else to say. So see you next month or in a couple of months, whatever. Bye.